media. Blockchain news, crypto crews, and interviews, keeping you tuned in to the ecosystem.
All right, fellas, we are live.
Woo!
And welcome to the show. I almost said SuperNET Radio. I was about to say, welcome to SuperNET Radio. You know, like back in the day. Welcome to Core Radio, fellas. You know,
Thank you, Lutz. Nice to be here.
My roots stem from my roots stem from SuperNET, so it's a homely place for me. We got Polly. I'm not sure if you want to mention your real name. It's up to you. We got
either or. Polly Crypto Blog or Jason. Either or. I'm a public person.
Okay. Yeah. What do you do for Komodo?
I'm a marketing manager with SuperNET and Komodo, working on making connections with different cryptocurrency projects and just increasing awareness of our products and our services that we're anxiously waiting to promote.
You just put together that Munich project, right?
Yes, we just had a showing at the Block Show hosted by Cointelegraph, and it went really well. We got to make a lot of connections with different projects like Changelly, like Dow Casino, and many others. And we hope to keep up this presence in different parts of the world. So if you're ever at a Block Show, keep an eye out for us.
All right. Well, I hope one ends up being in New York, so I could go. I don't like to travel too far.
We're working on it.
There's usually a lot of things going on. There's the Bitcoin Center. I know it's been kind of. I don't even know if it's still up. Last time I went there, it kind of decreased in size. They cut the whole place in half. It wasn't looking too good. I'm not sure if it's still there, but they might have events there, So let me know. I'm definitely down to go to those.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're trying to get into Consensus 2017, but we're still waiting to hear back from them. And if we can, then be a perfect person to represent SuperNET.
That's awesome. That's the cruise coming up with Andreas Antonopoulos is going to be there, right?
Well, the cruise is actually a secondary event. This is a several day long exhibition, but they overlap each other. It's a great way to meet investors and educate people about our coin Komodo.
Nice. And we got Mr. Grodivival. I can never say that name. I'm sorry.
Gurival is fine, or Satinder is fine, or maybe you can just call me easy name, Sat, just for you.
Or we could call you Gratinder.
That would be messed up.
It's a little bit of both. It works.
Yeah.
So what's up, man? What do you do?
I develop a Gamma app. I work on the wallet part of Agama, and I'm coordinating with the team of three, CA333, BB26, and me, working on Agama app. We are making the wallet functionality right now. We see there are some issues, not some, many issues, and we are fixing those. We are finding every time new problems, and we are implementing new ways to improve wallet and release it. And if we find there are again more problems comes in, so yeah, we are fixing those. And after that, we're gonna do easy text part of GUI, which is in testing already by James. So that's kind of a workflow I am involved in these days. But other than that, I'm also involved in many technical areas in Komodo platform.
Well, that's the name of the game with progress, right? When you're progressing when you keep running into problems.
Yeah.
So you said Agama. What is that? Iguana? I mean, I'm a little confused. There's so many names. We're gonna have to clarify all these names right now.
Yeah.
So what is Agama?
So Agama is the name of the wallet, or you can say Agama is a name of the application, a GUI application that you open on your computer, and you log into your wallet and start using it.
All right. So is that the same thing as Iguana?
Uh, Earlier version, which was Iguana application, it was confusing to users as the name of the wallet and the backend daemon, which was providing the APIs or service to start those multiple coins in the backend or backend service, you can say. It was the same name. So whenever we were referring to Iguana daemon, the backend service, or whenever we were referring to Iguana application, the desktop application, users were getting confused what actually we are referring to. And that was very frustrating for the support guys, give support because of all these confusions happening in the conversations. I think in the marketing as well, it was confusing to convey the message properly that what we are referring to, because we had to talk about two different things, and it was again confusing because the name was the same. So we not just that, from the technical point of view as well, in the back end, how we were managing execution of these daemon and the wallet and managing these background technical stuff, it was also going difficult with the same name. So we decided to change the name of desktop wallet and keep everything else same, the backend or technical ways, the daemon part. So that's why we renamed Iguana Desktop to Agama Desktop, because it is just a desktop, and this desktop will be a GUI part or the desktop application part. It will have the ability to install third-party applications in the future. So it's just a desktop part, the name of the desktop.
Okay,
That's the
cool.
story behind
Very,
it. Yeah.
very, very cool. I took the liberty of installing it, and
Hmm?
I have a version of 1.6.2 E as in Edward,
Okay.
and it is it's pretty simple. I installed it 2 seconds. It was no problem. And then I get to this part where it says add coin, right?
Yeah.
So I add the coin, right? I put wireless coin because I got some wireless coins,
Yeah.
and I heard it's up and coming. It's going to be huge because wireless coin is an asset chain, right?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Komodo, which we'll get into asset chains in a little bit. And I got some of this asset or coin. We'll get into that. I'm still a little fuzzy because I know the chains are completely separate and can work without
Yep.
Komodo. So I'm here and it says full mode, native mode, and basilic mode. Now, when I hear basilic, I think of food, but so I chose basilic, naturally.
Um, yeah. So,
What are the differences? I mean, if I chose, I did full mode a long time ago when I first tested it out, like a month ago, and it took forever to load. So, I mean, what are the differences between the full mode, the basilic mode, and the native mode?
okay. So a full mode means, for example, you see there is option to add Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, and so many other native cryptocurrency coins. And the Gamma app has the ability to connect to not just one coin, it can connect to multiple coins. And when it connects to those multiple, or like whichever coin you select to connect it to or activate it to in the wallet, it connects to that blockchain network and it starts fetching the blockchain database from that network and store that on your local hard drive. Full mode is downloading the whole blockchain for that coin or native currency and storing it on your own local hard drive. That is going to take some time. but you can expect it to be like multiple X times faster to download or fetch or synchronize with the native blockchains than expecting it to be faster than their original implementation.
All right, so
So-
full mode is like that's downloading the whole program, and basic mode is like a brain wallet kind of. It's really fast. You jump in there, it's already working.
Brain wallet is a different part. Basilisk mode means like it's a light wallet. Light wallet means you do not need to download any blockchain. With full mode, you are downloading the blockchain.
Is there
And
any advantage of having the full mode over basic? Because I would use the basic mode all the time then.
Yes, there is advantage. If you have full mode database synced to the network, it is much faster as compared to Basilisk mode. Because Basilisk mode does not have the full blockchain locally, it goes on to the network and sends query on the network. But any transaction that you are sending, everything of that part is signed locally. None of your private, what you say, like signatures or something goes to, or any keys goes to network. Everything signs locally. So Basilisk is light, but it is acting slow sometimes. So because full mode have the full blockchain locally, so nothing is going outside for queries or something. It's all local, so it's much faster.
And now what's this native?
So
This is-
native is the original implementation of that cryptocurrency. Like you can have Bitcoin or Litecoin or any other cryptocurrency running on your local system with the original wallet or original daemon service of that cryptocurrency. Native wallet or native mode connects to that, what you say, daemon or the API of that daemon and gives you the GUI interface within a Gamma wallet. That means you get a second GUI of the same daemon or same cryptocurrency in a Gamma wallet. That is what it does.
All right, I'm still a little confused on that one. So it says here this mode is only available for Komodo coin, Pax fiat chains, asset chains, and Gecko chains. This mode
Native
uses
mode.
the Komodo daemon instead of the Iguana daemon to query the blockchain data. So, I mean, it's probably better just to eliminate that whole description. But what is that about? What is Pax fiat? What's a Pax fiat chain?
Pax fiat chains, or you can call them Komodo fiat currencies, or you can also call them Komodo currencies. So these Komodo currencies are government issued fiat currencies equivalent in cryptocurrency. As you say, US dollar is a government issued fiat currency, but you cannot directly have US dollars in the form of cryptocurrency. It is not available as easy way of doing this US dollars cryptocurrency way transactions or trading over blockchain technology. So what these Komodo currencies does is they are pegged fiat currencies. If you hold a US dollar cryptocurrency or Komodo US dollar, that is as equal value to $1 or whatever the US dollar value it is.
Okay,
Does not,
it's kind of like a gateway, a fiat gateway, like Waves has a fiat gateway. So you're gonna
yeah.
Can you guys use that right now? Is that still in the works? Like if I wanted to convert my Komodo directly to fiat USD, is that possible?
Yes, it is possible to deposit, which means you can convert your Komodo coins to US dollar. There was a command or an API which was converting or like withdrawing your US dollars back to Komodo. And it has been disabled for some time now. Now, that functionality will be moved to a better secure way, which is by going through the decentralized exchange part. So for now, it is possible to deposit your Komodo to US dollar, get US dollar cryptocurrency, and but withdrawing at this part is disabled. So it is not fully functional at this moment.
Okay, but eventually will be an option in the Komodo platform to have to have fiat gateways, just like some competing coins like Waves. Now we have gecko chains. What are gecko chains? I mean, I need you to explain each one, because I'm just putting myself in the chair of somebody who is first looking at this. You understand, right? And I'm looking at this like, what the hell's a gecko chain?
Gecko chain part comes after asset chains. If you understand asset chains, it'll be easier for you to understand what is gecko chains. Let me explain asset chains. So asset chains is very much like an asset that you see on a blockchain. People who have used NXT or Waves or maybe BitShares or such blockchain projects, they already understand you can have an asset or a crypto token running on top of the blockchain, and you can trade those tokens on top of that blockchain project, like a decentralized exchange on top of that blockchain project. But in case of Komodo, this case is a bit different. In case of Komodo, all these asset chains are independent blockchains. Just like you can say Bitcoin is different blockchain, Doge is different blockchain, Litecoin is different, Ethereum, Dash, they're all different blockchains. Just like each asset chain that you see in a Gamma wallet, they're all individual independent blockchains. So this is different than the traditional, or you can say the commonly known decentralized exchanges people understand these days.
Right. So when using Waves, it's not a separate blockchain. It's all on the Waves blockchain, right?
Yes.
That's
what my understanding is.
That's what you're saying, right? And then like, let's take it to NXT then. NXT, when you have an asset on NXT, it's all on the NXT blockchain. It's not separate, right? That's what you're saying?
Yes. Which means in case something happens to NXT blockchain, or it's gonna affect those assets. For example, if fee goes high for the transactions, asset transaction on NXT will also go like they will have to use higher fees to transact those assets on the network. With asset chains, there is no such problem, because Komodo is different blockchain and asset chain is a different independent individual blockchain. It has its own fees, so that's totally different. All kind of problems which are relating to parent and child blockchain kind of tokens, that is not there with asset chains and Komodo.
So what are the benefits of the fact that it's separate, as opposed to all the other tokenizations going on, right? Because they call it tokenizing, I think, right? When they, as far as Waves is, and in NXT they still call it assets, but they're all in the same boat, right?
Yeah, the names will be different, but the essence of that technology in the different blockchain projects will be same.
So what's the benefit of having it separate from the blockchain, having its own chain instead of being on the parent chain?
Governance is the big benefit. When you have your own blockchain, you're not tied to what some developers that might not be friendly towards your business, or just not including it in thought into their development plans. You're in control of your development, so that gives you a lot of freedom, and also provides scalability as well, as Satinder mentioned with the fee increases. If blocks start becoming full and there's a bidding war to get into a block, that could totally disrupt an asset's business model. and could spell the death of the business. Where if you just running everything on your own chain, there's no third party that you have to coordinate with to ensure your business's success.
Gotcha. Well, I was going to ask. I'm not sure if you can answer it. Is this a benefit? I'm just thinking about it. If something goes wrong with the chain, say the Komodo chain, right? Is it a benefit that it's a separate chain? Because then anything that goes wrong with the parent chain wouldn't affect the separate side chain, right? The separate.
Correct. Yeah, that is a huge benefit. You don't have to worry about like some event like what happened with Ethereum and the DAO, where you have some fork that essentially split the community in two. With the independent blockchain model that we're using is you don't have to. There's nothing to worry about that's not outside your own control.
Nice, and that actually works both ways. And if there's a problem with the side chain, it doesn't affect anything on the main chain.
Yes, and it is important to note that this isn't a direct side chain. This is a completely independent chain. So there's no necessarily a linking back and forth mechanism as you see with side chains.
Gotcha. So
PAX actually would be more of a side chain sort of mechanism if the redeem function was functional again. But it's these asset chains are completely independent.
Gotcha. So the PAX is the fiat, right? The fiat
Correct.
gateway. And how about this Z transaction? Do you know about the Z transactions?
ZK snarks? They're zero knowledge transactions. ZK snark stands for zero knowledge, succinct, non-interactive argument of required knowledge. It's a mouthful, but the general gist is that there's a piece of code that it's like a bolt-on application to the Zcash code base, and what it does is it allows you to prove that you had the right method of the proper keys to do a transaction without revealing any of the information. It's quite a mathematical can't think of the word. It's quite amazing. It's what I want to try to say. It's
cool.
very.
It sounds like a security type feature, right?
Well, it's not privacy, yes. So security on the end of the user. It allows to maintain the integrity of a blockchain while at the same time giving you anonymity that blockchains typically don't provide.
Let's talk more about these asset chains. They interest me. Like if I wanted to do an ICO, can I start an IC can I start my coin as an asset chain on Komodo?
Yeah, you can very easily start that. With asset chains, it's
Where did he
yeah.
come from?
I am here. I was here always. So with asset chains, it's very easy for somebody to create that project's individual own independent blockchain. Because you can see earlier in case when the projects like Bitcoin released, it was difficult for any other person to make their own blockchain project, like Litecoin or something, or whatever. So it was like from a developer point of view, they had to edit those code in the C, C++ files, and they make their own blockchain. With Komodo, it's very easy. It's just like one line code you do on the server, and the other line of code you do on the client side, and you have your asset chain already running.
Nice.
So it's that easy. Right now it is not GUI-fied, means haven't put a GUI together to make it as click and done thing, but soon you will get that as well.
Right. I imagine there should be some type of launch pad for people, right? Who are interested in starting an ICO in their own chain.
You mean to say an asset chain starter kit, or like a wallet kit for independent projects? Yes, sure, there will be a kit.
Cool. And okay, that's cool. So you have an ICO platform, right? Like Waves has an ICO type platform. This is considered an ICO platform, also, yes.
It can be, but Komodo is it's like the Swiss Army knife of cryptocurrencies. People can create new coins so they can have their ICOs and try to launch ideas. Could be used to support already existing networks through DEX API and through delayed proof of work. And also there will be other features added on, internal features like Pangea, poker, and similar applications.
So if I were to start my own chain, right? What
Okay.
benefits are there, when starting a chain on Komodo? What, like, do I have access to some security features? I heard something like Jumbler, and can I play poker when Pangea comes out? With my chain, like, what features are there? What's my incentive to use your Komodo chain to start my ICO?
So okay, Jason, you go ahead.
Okay. Well, some of the advantages of using Komodo chain is one, you have a modern wallet, not an old QT wallet that your coin can be input into. You can also do a system similar to what Komodo is doing by hosting your own notary nodes and obtaining privacy from delayed proof of work. Also, we have applications such as you mentioned, Jumbler, which is a coin mixing service. All of the features found in Komodo, or nearly all the features found in Komodo, are found in the asset chains as well. So you could use private transactions, and this is a lot of work if you were trying to just create your own coin, by yourself by hacking together, code that you find on GitHub.
Right, which is normally a Litecoin, a Litecoin clone.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, very, very cool. So there's some features. So every feature that comes with Komodo could be used on the asset chains that are integrated. Now, say I'm a coin already out there. See, I'm looking at the list here. I see there's already coins in here.
Yes, there's certain Bitcoin
Doge,
compatible coins
game credits,
are in Agama wallet.
Syscoin, a non-coin. These are the cryptocurrencies section in the wallet. So you could add these wallets in the Agama wallet, right?
Correct, and you can run multiple coins at the same time. In different modes. You can have one mode that you're like, say you're a Syscoin fan and you wanted to support their network, so you could run it as a full node. And say you wanted to do some trading via Komodo, but you didn't want to run the full blockchain, you can choose Basilisk mode. And it's a great bit of functionality for average crypto users, where in the current state of things, people typically have to go to a third party to access this server, and there's security issues with that, and privacy issues as well.
So they get. So what's the ability that they, incorporating these coins that have already existed for a long time? What's the benefit of them being in the wallet? I mean, they get to exchange. They get to use the decentralized exchange. Is that it?
Well, yes, the decentralized exchange is a big part of it. It will allow them to transfer in between currencies, and hopefully in the future with applications that are developed, that you'll be able to use your native currency, and all behind the scenes it'll be transferred into the currency that the application uses, without users having to accomplish several steps to be able to get the coin they want.
That means we are doing a native decentralized exchange of these supported cryptocurrencies over our network.
Okay. So I'm not to be I'm sorry, I'm asking again. I don't think I got it though. So what is the advantage of a non-coin being inside the Gamma wallet?
Non-coin.
Or Franco coin or game credits. What's the advantage of them being incorporated inside the Agama wallet?
Having all these on a Gamma wallet means all of these cryptocurrencies are sitting in a Gamma wallet and being supported by a Gamma wallet. They can be traded in the central exchanges like Poloniex or Bittrex. So there are so many other exchanges. People trade their coins on those centralized exchanges. Not so secure to trade there. It's the very Mt. Gox exchange.
Yo, you're cutting out, bro. You're cutting out. I'm gonna have to stop you. You're killing me here.
Oh, okay. Um, okay, I'm starting again. So it's the benefit is to trade those cryptocurrency coins in a decentralized exchange natively and not just via proxy tokens, just like people see on NXT or maybe Waves or maybe BitShares. It's natively directly from your local wallet. They are doing trading on native decentralized exchange, which is inside a Gamma wallet. That is going to be EasyDex, and the full-fledged version of that is going to be InstantDex. That is the benefit.
Gotcha. So okay, so they could do decentralized trading, right within the wallet.
Yeah, it's
That's
directly because they hold their wallet. All the coins are locally. It is not sitting either on the centralized exchange. It is not sitting as a proxy token, and the real token is somebody with the escrow service. All those coins and private keys are with the user, so it's very beneficial.
Oh, very, very cool. So this could be used as a feature for any coin out there. They like, why wouldn't any coin want to be involved in this wallet? Like,
Yeah,
would
any
you know?
coin can be added, but the more easier one are added are those which are closer to Bitcoin fork. You see, Litecoin and Dogecoin are the closest to Bitcoin protocol. There is very less changes done to these coins. You can say the ones which are done like NXT is a proof of stake, or Waves is a proof of stake. My voice is clear now, or what?
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
you're fine.
yeah. You're good, bro. You're good.
Okay,
I was just giving
so
you some tips. I'm sorry if I
okay,
threw you off.
so all these other coins, those which are not closer to Bitcoin protocol, and there are so many changes done to those blockchain developers has to help Iguana or make some changes to put in Iguana code, and their blockchains can also be supported to work or add in a Gamma wallet. Yeah,
So
that's yeah.
so this is a pretty awesome thing. I'm not sure why it hasn't been I haven't heard it much in the circles, but if I was a coin and I wanted to get involved in the Gamma wallet, how would I do that? I mean, say I'm Neo's coin or I'm a new coin like Blockpool, right? How do I get involved? How do I get my added? How do I get myself added to this awesome technology?
So there are 2 or 3 ways to involve. First, like any regular user, or you go to that project which you like, which is your favorite blockchain project. You ask them, or if you don't understand the technical ways, you ask the team or the other fellow users for that blockchain, like, is that blockchain project as close to Bitcoin protocol, as close to the rules and code base of Bitcoin? If that is the case, very good. We can add your coin. Come to us and we will help you. If you are a bit more technical and you already understand if it is Bitcoin compatible or Bitcoin protocol closer to fork of that Bitcoin project, you can find some details of that blockchain project, some parameters of that blockchain, and you can put those together. You can try yourself. We can give you a format of a JSON, JSON format and command. You can try those to start that cryptocurrency with a Gamma wallet yourself. If that works and you're able to sync that coin with a Gamma wallet, it's very good. You can submit your request on our GitHub and we will add that coin as well. If it is not adding, if it is not a close fork or close to Bitcoin protocol, that means it has good changes done to that blockchain project. In that case, we need help from that blockchain's developers. You will have to request, or the developers has to come forward. There could be few changes, or there can be more changes based on how much changes has been done to that blockchain fork or maybe a blockchain project. And it is not so mandatory that that blockchain project should be a fork of Bitcoin. It can be a different blockchain from scratch. Like NXT can be supported as well, Waves can be supported as well, PivX can be supported as well, Dash can be. But for that, we don't have the resources to go deep into those different blockchain projects and try to understand what things needs to be changed from those blockchain to support it in Agama. So for that, we need help from those developers. It will be much faster and easier to support that blockchain in Agama if those blockchain developers come forward. It possible it's not going to be much work. It can be less work as well. So yeah.
Right. That's cool. So you get on the GitHub and you submit. You could submit your coin right through GitHub, people, just to simplify what he said. And
We haven't.
it has to be the Bitcoin algorithm. It makes it easier, right? And if it's not the Bitcoin algorithm, if it's like Script or Quark, right? It would be a lot more difficult to implement. He's saying so. So you,
No.
you would need
It
the
is
developer assistance.
No, it is not based on the proof of work or proof of stake or whatever algorithm it is. It is not that thing. It is the implementation of the blockchain. The algorithm which is calculating or blockchain algorithms and all those things. It is not that. It is the um, how would I describe that? The closer rules and less what you say changes done to that blockchain project.
I see.
That's more easier.
Oh, I see. So
And
more of a raw form, and if it's a highly modified blockchain, it'd be you'd need help to implement it. Kind of like when an exchange adds it to the exchange, they need some help sometimes
yeah, of
implementing some
course, yeah,
coins.
yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. So any coin out there, if you're willing to help out with your coin to get implemented, just jump on GitHub, put a submission in, or is there a contact somewhere else they could contact to get implemented?
Jason can provide that.
Yeah, if there is any coins that would like to be added, it's several ways to get a hold of us, either through our Slack at SuperNet, sprnt.slack.com, or they can get in touch with me directly, and I could help try to see if our system benefits their needs, or you can email us through our website.
SuperNet.org.
Yes, supernet.org.
All right, fellas, that's pretty awesome. I didn't want to make this run because, from what I understand, we are gonna have a Komodo show bi-weekly from now on. So every other week, we're gonna give you the updates going on in Komodo, and any other coins that participate, we'll give you updates on them also. At this point, I didn't want to get too far. We're already about almost an hour in. Just really quick, because this interests me. Tell me about the smart contracts.
Whoa, smart contracts.
I mean,
That's
this
exciting
is
part.
it's a big feature. I mean, this is like Ethereum status here. What?
Yeah, people understand smart contracts from the viewpoint of Ethereum. Um, um, but with SuperNet and Komodo, this is a little different than what people understand from Ethereum or a rootstock point of view. Can say that in simple terms, if I talk about Ethereum is kind of making easy way of doing smart contracts for every new blockchain developers coming into the scene. They are making the full framework Solidity programming language is there, making the blockchain itself a Turing complete. In Komodo, we are doing a different approach in a similar way, but different one, which means we gonna give the ability for making these smart contract or smart applications by using any language which can be compiled to a binary code, which means any developer who is a C, C++, or Go developer, or any programming language which can be turned to a binary code, they can use the smart contracts ability of Komodo. I don't have the good amount of detail of what's the structure will be for, or how the smart contracts will look like. But as I understand, it's going to be a library, a library which will be provided to link with their own application, and they can use that library to make a code and link it to Iguana API or Komodo API based on whatever their needs are, and make it work as smart way.
Cool. I understand Ethereum. You need to learn a lot of, a language. I forgot what it is, what the language is. You have to learn it. You have to know it. Does a developer need to know a specific language to use these, to use your smart contracts?
For a developer, I'm just telling those things from my understanding and what conversations I had with James directly on the Komodo channel in SuperNET. So what I understand is going to be just understanding the API, the library link of Komodo or Iguana, whichever library it will be provided. So for me, it's like I will be only linking that library. It's kind of like James code and C code, and that C code can be compiled as a library for Android or Linux or Windows or whatever, or whichever platform it is. Now, those libraries can be compiled for different programming languages, compatible to those different programming languages. And I can use that library to get some code linked to or work with that code and make my application using that library. Are you getting my point? It's more of a programming stuff. I'm trying to dumb it down, but I think I'm not doing a good job.
Right. So a library, a link library. What's it called? A dynamic link library, right? DLL. Is that what it is?
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's like a useful package of tools, right? That allows the developer to code easier. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So and you provide that this library for them to be able to utilize to the functions of your smart contracts through the link library.
Yeah.
That you provide. Oh, okay. I kind of get it. I'm a little technical.
You are good technical. You are just like underground technical.
I got the gist. All right. So it sounds cool. What could you do with your smart contracts? Are there like applications? What kind of applications, if there are any, coming? How do you see it working? Like, can it be used to play poker?
Yes, of course. Whatever the examples you might have seen with Ethereum, all those things can be done in smart contracts. It doesn't matter whichever blockchain project it is providing. A smart contract means it's a Turing complete programming ability in a decentralized network in blockchain projects. So whichever project is providing that ability, you can do all sort of programming stuff, and there is no limit to that.
So between your smart contracts and Ethereum smart contracts, and I don't like to compare, but at the same time, investors want to know. You got to compare, right? So which is more secure and efficient? Yours, and you could be honest. If it's Ethereum, you could say it. Which is the most secure and efficient smart contract to use?
If I will say that, that will be my own opinion. I would favor Komodo smart contracts over Ethereum, The reason is because of the architecture or structure of SuperNet and Komodo, which is making it more efficient and secure. Everybody remembers whoever been into this cryptocurrency space or fiat fintech space. They know what happened to the DAO, the DAO, decentralized autonomous organization project, which was running on top of Ethereum. Now that was running on top of Ethereum. DAO contract had some issues and problems, and a big mess happened. Funds got hacked. So all those things, if happen, it will not affect the parent project, Komodo project. Smart contracts are going to be linked to the asset chains, and asset chains having the smart contract ability, they are called gecko chains. So as I explained a bit earlier, you have to understand what asset chain is. That is independent individual blockchains. And if you make those asset chains linked with these smart code or smart contracts, you are calling them gecko chains. It's the same thing, but more smarter. So it's individual. Now, being individual, it has advantage of not having any issues causing from parent project to this one. Like, am I cutting?
Ouch.
What was that?
We have a ghost in the line. It's okay. I think she's gone.
Oh, okay.
Girlfriends, her girlfriends from my past. They come back every once in a while.
Sorry, guys, that was me.
You
were too late.
You don't sound like an ex-girlfriend to me. What's up, CA?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Oh, well, good to have you, brother. I've been trying to get this guy on for like months.
Oh, so sorry, I've been late.
It's all right. I mean, we're trying. We're just finishing it off. CA333 is our security expert, right? And he is, he can probably explain the notary stuff, right? The notary nodes and how they work. CA?
Yep.
Come
Well,
closer to your mic.
I'm kinda hearing my own voice.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably coming out of your speakers. Maybe we'll work on that. Don't worry about it, brother. We're almost finished here. But everybody, CA33 is the security guy, and on the next show in a couple of weeks we'll get more technical, and we'll. I just kind of wanted to define what all these terms are, because I opened up the application. I'm over here. I'm like, what the hell's a Z transaction? What the hell's a gecko chain? Yeah. What's the difference between all these modes? Which one do I use, right?
Which mode are you talking about now?
I'm just saying, the reason why we have the show today is just to explain all the
Some
different
basic
shows.
stuff. So
yeah,
we're not going deep into technical stuff today. Yeah, I got you.
yeah. So, but I think you were explaining gecko chains, Gruel.
I was explaining smart contracts and why asset chains and gecko chains are better in essence of security and stability and efficiency as compared to the Ethereum or rootstock smart contracts. So CA can definitely explain this thing much better, I think.
Yeah, tell us about smart contracts, brother.
Well, Lutz, I'm hearing my own voice like a half a second later. It's kind of irritating, that kind of sucks extremely, and I
do you have the radio playing at the same time?
Yeah.
You got to shut the radio off. You don't listen to yourself. I like to listen to myself too sometimes, but I have a sexy voice.
No, now I'm just TeamSpeak, but it's
there you go.
Still lagging. Still hearing my own voice.
Whatever's playing, just turn off the sound on your end. Lower your speakers so you don't hear yourself. Because you sound fine to us.
Okay, nice. Well, basically, the idea behind the smart contracts was to just provide a base like Ethereum did, for example, to give not just only companies and institutions the possibility to project any sort of business idea or logic top of the blockchain. Furthermore, it should provide a base for any sort of logic which includes more than one person, for example. I mean, you could basically set up a smart contract between you and yourself, but that, I don't know, that might end up in some serious mental issues.
All right. Oh, so what use cases can you provide? You went to the block show, right? 2017.
Yeah, I was at the block show, right?
How was that? Let's put aside all this technical stuff. Well, how was the block show 2017?
It was very nice. We met a lot of people, made a lot of new contacts, and we also had the chance to present our project to.
Who is that short guy I saw?
Which guy?
That short guy. I saw a picture of you guys with I think his name is Shrem.
Ah, it was Charlie. Well, Charlie, I don't know if you know BitInstant. Was an exchange, a really huge exchange. And Charlie Shrem was the CEO of that exchange. He was also the founder. Unfortunately, some stuff went wrong over there. And he ended up in prison for some time. But now he's back, and he's basically one of the persons who made Bitcoin what it is today.
Awesome. It sounds like you guys made a lot of good connections over there.
Yeah, totally, extreme. A lot of potential partnerships. For example, just to name some, DAO Casino offered partnership with us. Free Wallet is having contact a lot with us. So
that's incredible. Look at this, guys. This is not. I mean, everybody in the beginning. I've been here a long time. In the beginning, everybody expected JL77 to do everything, but look, now there's a full team going out there, making contacts, going on these adventures, right? I'm sure it was a fun adventure.
It was totally funny, yeah. Especially the pre and after party. And,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is SuperNet's been around a long time. I'm happy to see it progressing. Finally progressing. We've all been around a very long time waiting. It's cool. Happy to have you, bro. Would you be able to join us in a couple of weeks to get a little more technical as to how the notary nodes work?
Of course, sure. I'm flexible time-wise, so just tell me an hour before, and I'll try to be here. Next time.
I want to get a little more technical next time. That's all. This is just, I want to introduce people to Komodo.
Sure, yeah. No, I explain the depots and everything, the notary system behind this delayed proof of work system. So, yeah. Cool.
And also, there's a huge marketing team on Komodo platform, right, Polly?
Yes, we have a bunch of people working on our side to, arrange conferences. I, do our web design, web work, SEO. So just, your host here, Lutz, and also our community manager, Otto, and our social media manager, Yasin, our graphics designer and marketing strategist, R&R. We have a bunch of people working all the time. There's with SuperNet, there's always somebody working somewhere in the world at some time of the day.
I was really impressed. I'm on a few, on a few teams and different coins, and when you jump into Komodo, man, there's a lot of people. I mean, you need an article, they write you an article, boom, right there. They got writers. They got a guy that does pictures. They got a guy that does press releases. They got a guy that sits there and he talks about segments, and he structures the whole thing to get a nice clear picture as to how everything is going to be pushed out the front door. I mean, if you're an investor, this is really impressive, and I'm not saying this because I'm part of it. I'm saying it because I'm just being honest, or else I just wouldn't say anything. Have you heard me talk about any other coins? I haven't, right? Because this is really freaking impressive. So definitely look into Komodo when you get a chance. I can't believe how many people are working in here. and I'm happy that you all came along today. I don't want this to run too far. We're already about an hour and 15 minutes in, so if you guys could join me again in a couple weeks, we'll get some updates, and at that point, I'm gonna have a nice list of questions from the community for you guys to answer, not just my personal questions.
Sure, no
cool,
problem.
yeah.
All right, so it'll be a little bit of a surprise. Some questions. Well, every time I do this with whatever community waves or Insane, whatever show I'm doing, the community always catches them off guard. Like what are we getting on Polo? Stuff like that. All right, guys.
Tuesday.
It's
Tuesday.
Soon.
Tuesday, yeah.
Soon. All right, brothers. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys in about a week. Is there anything you guys like to add before I end the show?
I would like to add, if you have any questions, you can tag us on Twitter with Ask SuperNET and post your coin over there. Post your question over there, and we will get those questions and we will try to answer those in weekly shows. You can also contact Lutz or any team member, or you can just post those on Bitcoin Talk forum thread, or you can also post those in SuperNet Slack. So we will sure cover those questions in next interviews and videos we will make. So please post your questions.
Yeah, I've seen the YouTube videos. Very impressive. They're coming along. Very impressive. I mean, there's content all over the place. It's great. All right, guys. Thanks for coming. All right, and
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Lutz. It was a pleasure here.
Yeah, you guys.
Thanks.
Hey, CA, finally, man. Thank you for coming.
I'm sorry being late. But,
it's all right. We got to hear you, man. You sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're strong. You got like muscles, right?
I'm a muscle nerd,
He's a muscular guy. I could hear it in his voice. You probably get all the ladies. You know what? If there's
I have one. Hey, because my wife is behind me. So.
Oh, everybody silent. Don't say anything. All right, guys. Thanks for coming, and my crowd out there, love you all, and we'll be back in a couple weeks. We will be back actually on Sunday with another coin. I believe it is called a Blockpool. It's a new ICO coming out on Sunday. Come join me and hear about what it's about, and it should be interesting. All right, fellas, have a great day. Love you all.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.
This is Lutz signing out. All right, guys, we're off here.
Okay.
Waves Platform is a decentralized platform with loads of real-world solutions running on blockchain. Wavesnode.net is providing a professional node on the Waves platform, hosted in our own data center. If you are holding Waves tokens, you can lend them with the LPOS system to our big node. The leased tokens are always in your account and under your control. It is like leasing staking power. By leasing on our powerful, stable and trustful node, you are generating transfer fees and will be rewarded with Waves. The bigger our node's balance, the higher your rewards. Wavesnode.net can help you achieve increasing your stack and making the Waves platform stronger in just a few easy steps. So please, open your Waves Lite client and lease your tokens at wavesnode.net. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at wavesnode.net.